Alright, fucking hate Grixis control. Not my thing. I like blue-white. Good old blue-white. It's just, it looks the best. It performs the best. Not counting that four-color abomination. ETB ephemerate bullshit. So yeah, I have a little bit, this is quite a different take on blue-white. No one's done it yet. Probably because it sucks, but I like it. It's very Planeswalker focused with a nice little combo kill potentially. It's based off a Legacy deck because I like that format more than Modern. Okay, anyway, 26 lands to start with. I know. Legacy, you play maybe 22. The reason being, cantrips in Modern suck. Opt is not worth playing. Yeah, fuck that shit. So, it's your standard blue-white mana base. Well, for me anyway. 2 Hallowed Fountain, 6 fetch lands, 4 Flooded Strand, 2 Polluted Delta, 3 Glacial Fortress, 2 Plains, 5 Island, 4 or 5 Island, I'm not entirely sure. 2 Hall of Storm Giants, 1 Rogran Triumph, 2 Celestial Colonnade, because I like playing man-lands and blue-white control. There's 1 Otawara, and then 1 Castle Vantress. So, pretty standard. Just add a couple of utility lands. Blue-white has the best mana base. 26 lands, because there's a lot of things to do with your mana. So, I like playing 26 lands. The star of the deck is the Planeswalkers. There's 11 of them. 4 Ultimate Waifu. 4 Teferi Time Raveler. The only card that keeps some semblance of balance in this fucked up format. If you ban this card like some idiots are calling for, Cascade runs roughshod over every fucking thing. Yeah, so there's your 8 3-mana walkers. 2 Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. The reason being I wanted a copy of Jace, because Jace is still good. Probably. So 11 Planeswalkers. Counter spells. 4 Archmage's Charm, obviously. 4 Counterspell, why the fuck wouldn't you play it? 1 Commit to Memory. Why Commit to Memory? Because we have 4 copies of Narset. This is also a counterspell, by the way, that gets around uncounterable things, which is cool. And then you just flash that back for 6 mana. Teferi lets you do it at instant speed, and bam, your opponent's fucked. Narset also has the utility of being able to shut down card draw. Blue-white is naturally good against blue-red Murktide anyway, so I think it doesn't matter if you're playing more Planeswalkers. It probably helps you in the long run to beat them. This deck is geared towards beating the 4 color decks, hence 4 Narset. So yeah, this deck is aimed at beating the shit out of those decks and any other mid-range deck that exists. So 4 color and its variations. This deck will beat up on mid-range. This is what it's designed to do. Alright, removal. We're playing 12 removal spells. 4 Supreme Verdict. I like Supreme Verdict. 4 March of Otherworldly Light. Very good. 4 Prismatic Ending. There's no Solitudes. There's no Path to Exiles. These removal spells will take out anything in the format for the most part. March scales, so you can take out big things, and it's very versatile. Prismatic Ending, I'm playing a Watery Grave, so that will be a Rafine's Tower, so I can go up to 4 with Prismatic Ending. So yeah, I'm not worried about big things. It's irrelevant. Don't sweat it. This kills everything that needs to die. And yeah. Remember, we're geared, there's no Solitude specifically because we want to beat up mid-range decks. So, 2 for 1ing yourself early is terrible against mid-range. It's just not good. And I don't want to spend $80 on a Solitude because it's probably going to get banned. Because that's one of the things that Reddit is calling for banning. So, And then to finish off, we have 2 Memory Deluge because it's powerful. I said yesterday, or whenever I made that video about Grixis, that Grixis is not the type of deck that wants it. This is exactly the type of deck that wants this effect. So there we go. For the people who always complain that I never show you sideboards, it's not complete. You could very easily run a couple Chalice of the Void in the sideboard. I don't have them, though. 2 Vetoes, 3 Sanctifiers. This is the best graveyard hate for blue-white. It takes out most of your problematic cards pretty easily. You could play Rest in Peace. I hate static cards like Rest in Peace. I feel like Modern is too powerful for those. Hell, I feel like Historic is too powerful for cards like Rest in Peace. So, yeah, I like Sanctifier. 2 Force of Negation. This is my favorite negate, so I'm going to play 2 copies. 3 Blossoming Calm, because Burn will destroy us. 2 Ether Gust. I gotta get the second one. There's the second one. Fuck off. 2 Ether Gust. I think this is worth playing. Probably 3 of them, really. And then the last three, which should be cut, Shark Typhoons and Teferi Hero of Dominaria. I literally just popped out the third Teferi for the commit memory and put it in the sideboard because I don't have the Chalice of the Voids. What I would do is cut one of these for the third Aether Gust and then cut two for two Chalice of the Void. That's literally what I would do. So that's how the sideboard should be. Two Chalice and then the third Aether Gust. And I wouldn't change anything about that. You could change your counterspells if you want. Like you could play... I would keep Force of Negation in and cut Dovin's Veto for Flusterstorm if you want to. Something like that, but I wouldn't change it too much. This isn't tested, but this Narset package used to just fucking destroy mid-range decks all the time, way back when. So I think it can do it now. If not, well, whatever. Oh, remember, Blue-White is terrible in Modern anyway. It's so bad that Waffle Tapa now plays Legacy. Yeah. So, Control sucks. Anyway, just play what you like. I like playing a heavy Planeswalker build because it's grindy. It's more mid-rangey. I enjoy that type of gameplay. So all in all, we have 11, 22, 26 blue cards in the deck, which I also enjoy. Means we can play Force of Negation. You could play Subtlety, you could play Solitude. I don't know what you would cut for Solitude, honestly, from the stock list here. I guess you could cut the top-end Planeswalkers if you really felt like they're unnecessary, but I love Big Teferi. Consistently, this has been my favorite card since it's been released, and Jace is in that mix, but Teferi's just, you know, this is my card. Blue-White's my deck. I can't play Grixis. It just doesn't feel... Me playing Grixis, it doesn't feel right, guys. It hurts my soul. You know, I need that Blue-White. You know? That's just my deck. Which is funny, because my introduction to Modern was... Jeskai Control, and Blue-White was a concession because fetch lands back then and Snapcaster Mages and Cryptic Commands were like ridiculously expensive. So it's just like, alright, I'll build Blue-White. But then I kept playing Blue-White and I'm like, you know what, I really like Blue-White. And I kept destroying my LGS and making everybody miserable with weird builds of Blue-White. And it just kind of became my thing. So, yeah. Blue-White Control, my deck. Azorius for life, motherfuckers. Peace out.